Welcome once again, grade 11th. Our topic, or the topic that we are going to be looking at, is the cash budget. What is the cash budget? A cash budget is a forecast of the cash position of a business over a future period, and sets out the expected cash receipts and cash payments over the budget period. Remember, a cash budget, it is a forecast. It is a plan of what you expect to happen in the future. Okay, so a cash budget shows estimates of future cash receipts and payments. Budgets are drawn up to help management identify potential shortages or surpluses of cash resources that could occur. There is always a need to budget. It gives you enough preparation, especially for the things that are unforeseen, the things that you are not sure of that might happen in the future. Therefore, there is a need for each and every business to do proper planning, making use of what? A cash budget. Okay. All right. A cash budget does not rely heavily on your previous accounting knowledge. In fact, preparing a cash budget requires a bit of common sense and asking yourself the following two simple questions. How much money or cash will be received over the budget period? How much money or cash will be paid over the budget period? So in other words, you are looking at the cash that you are expecting to receive and the cash that you also expect to spend. We then use this information together with the amount of cash on hand at the beginning of the budget period to calculate the amount of cash that should be available at the end of the budget period. Okay, this is a cash budget. Cash budget specifically means strictly cash items only. A cash budget deals only with transactions involving movement of cash. Non-cash expenses are not included. And here are some of the items that are not supposed to be included in the cash budget. Bad debts, discount received, discount allowed, depreciation, loss on the sale of an asset, profit on the sale of an asset, drawings of trading stock. Drawings of trading stock, remember, they can also be drawings of cash. Those ones will affect our cash budget. But if they are drawings of trading stock or any other thing that is not cash, they are not supposed to be a part of our cash budget. So all these items that I've just mentioned right now, we consider them to be non-cash items in the cash budget. Therefore, they are not supposed to be recorded. Okay. Now let's look at the structure of the cash budget. What is it that we record and how do we record it? The first thing that we record in the cash budget are expected cash receipts. These are inflows of cash. The inflows of the cash that we are expecting. So, where exactly are we expecting cash to come from? Remember, businesses, the main source of income in business, it actually comes from sales. So we have got cash sales, receipts from debtors. Remember, a business can also sell to some of its customers on credit, but we will only record the money as we receive it from the debtors. Rent income, interest received on investments like fixed deposit, investment that is matured like a fixed deposit when it matures, sale of fixed assets, and loans receivable. So all these actually make up what you call the inflows of cash in the cash budget or receipts. The other part of the cash budget, we are looking at the expected cash payments or outflow. Cash purchases of trading stock and fixed assets, payments to creditors, cash withdrawals by the owner. These are also drawings, but they are drawings of what? Cash. Cash invested. So when the business takes money from its bank account and puts it on an investment, that is going to be an outflow. And also when they are repaying their loans. Cash payments of operating expenses. Any payment that takes place of any of the operating expenses that you know. Rent, salaries, telephone, any other expense that you can think of. Okay, lastly, now let's look at the components of the cash budget. So we have got the cash receipts. These are predictions. Remember, these are forecasts of cash receipts or inflows in the budget period. And then we've got cash payments. There are also predictions of the cash payments or outflow for the budget period. Cash surplus or shortfall. Total cash receipts less total cash payments. So at the end of the cash budget, you'll find out that after recording our receipts and our payments, we are going to subtract the total payments from the total receipts. If ever the total receipts are more than the total payments, then we've got a surplus. And if ever the total payments are more than the total receipts, then we've got a shortfall or a deficit. After that, we have to record the bank opening balance. We add it either to the surplus or to the shortfall that we've calculated for that particular month. And then it means the bank opening balance plus the cash surplus or the shortfall will give us the bank closing balance for that particular month in question. Okay. I hope all this information is going to be useful for you as you start to do the preparations of your cash budget. But anyway, before we close up, let's look at the importance of the cash budget, because also in the examinations, there can also be some questions. Besides you preparing the cash budget, the data collection schedule, they can also ask you other theory questions. What is the importance of the cash budget? The cash budget is an essential tool used in business to monitor and to plan the liquidity of the business. Whenever we say liquidity, we are looking at the movements of cash, the availability of cash resources within the business. By analyzing the cash budget, management can ascertain whether the business will have enough cash to do what. Why is it that the business might need cash? What is the use of cash within a business? To meet its short-term commitments, such as paying creditors and repaying loans, to purchase stock, to pay operating expenses, to purchase additional fixed assets. Also, in the cash budget of the business, if the cash budget of the business predicts a cash shortfall in a specific month, management can make arrangement with the bank or make alternative plans in advance. Okay, so that is all on the cash budget. Thank you so much.